So so the Boob Cruise itself then specifically, because that was something that only Score did. No other big boob company tried.
I don't think anyone's ever tried to do it in any other kind of way. Yeah. And I heard somebody was going to try to do it recently, and I was like, no, you missed the right era for something like that. You do that shit now, you are going to end up in like 5 lawsuits. Yeah.
Well, I've had people ask me, they're like, I should try to like get that going. I'm like, I don't know if I could even start with trying to,
I'd say no.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
shit happens. Like, people are getting fucked up. You're out in the middle of nowhere. You got a bunch of guys. You got crazy models. That's totally a lot. Like, in this day and age, my advice would be,
and that was also
keep your money.
That was also pre-social media era. So nobody
way before that was
no
like
smartphone,
before
no
computers, dude.
Yeah. So it's like you went out there and it's like all you had was the what you were doing on the boat and on the islands or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So, I always brought drugs with me.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Like I always had like gamma hydroxybutyrate, and I brought like ecstasy, and oh my God, I still have my backpack Sandy that, I always brought with me some pure MDMA.
Wow.
And I remember we were like at some place where the oceans met. Like you went out on this and it was like the Pacific and the, and it kind of came together, and I was like frying balls, and the name of the beach was Sandy, and I just bought this cute little pink teddy bear backpack, and I had my hair. I was a total rave chick girl back in that day.
Yeah.
And I still have got that teddy bear, and that teddy bear has aged just as well as I have, if
Very
not
nice.
better. Yes,
nice.
exactly. So yeah, I was definitely somebody that would stay up all night, like partying. I brought my own music.
Okay.
There's other girls that were working it and making money. Like I hadn't hit that part of
you were
my
just more
career
like it was
yet.
just a nice vacation for you.
Yeah,
or?
to me, I was just having fun. Yeah. Obviously I was getting paid. I was there for Score. So it was also business. Like I was there professionally for the shoots and everything.
Yeah, and the dancing.
But
and
I was fucking 21. I could stay up all night long and still fucking be there for the shoot at 7
and be ready to go the next day.
Yeah.
Well, so because I think because the first one was 94, that only had 5 on there though, and so the next one was 95. Was that the first one you were on? Was the 95 one?
I think so.
Because there was 95, 97, 98, and then 2000.
Okay.
So the first one had Tawny Peaks, Danny Ash, Europe Deshawn, Chloe Vevrier, and Tracy Tops, I think, were the original 5.
Okay.
So yeah, I know the Boob guys know. We know that stuff. So.
I've got so many pictures, like
candid, like stuff that wasn't published, right?
Just like guys that were on the Boob Cruise, like gave me photo albums of pictures.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
so if you've got any fans that would like to purchase some of these from me, let me know. Just hit me up on one of my fan platforms or my clip platforms, and I'd be happy to sign those and sell them to you because I got tons. And I still have got the calendar that I was in for them. It's like a big calendar. So I sell those on my fan platforms too, or I give them as part of like mystery gifts or whatever. I'm trying to think. But the main thing is the Score calendar I've got, and then just tons of pictures. Yeah.
Well, and so like when you were there, I mean, I'm curious what the vibe was like in terms of, because you have so many of these, so many models close together. Did everybody usually kind of get along, or were there usually like some people that there were issues with?
Once again, I feel like it's very much everybody's own perspective, right?
Okay. All right.
Like I was a party girl, and I'm kind of like they have like girls and guys. I'm kind of like a girls guy.
Okay.
Like I've always had a ton of dude friends, and like a lot of my guy friends look at me like a guy.
Yeah.
Right? And so I hung out with all the guys that night.
So you would just be partying with them and having a good time with them.
I didn't get in any drama. I wasn't trying to make, any side hustle money kind of things.
Yeah.
So I never got to I was just there partying.
I mean,
dancing and having fun and doing my shoots, being professional, establishing my relationship with Score. I'm looking fabulous. You would make all these custom outfits and everything for it. And
so
I got along with everybody just fine. Well,
And when they were,
one last thing, but I can't say what everybody else's experience was.
True.
That was mine.
Well, and it's just because like people look at, because, the Boob Cruise is such an interesting, again, as you said, a thing of its time.
Yeah.
Where you couldn't really do it, at least not in the same way.
No.
And I don't even know if those kinds of boat or those kind of yachts you can actually rent anymore.
Like the barefoot yacht that we were in. That's what it was called, Barefoot Cruises. That was the first one, at least.
Yeah. And like, and again, it just seemed like you actually were disconnected. Like you didn't have any connection.
Yeah, there wasn't social media and everything.
You were all present there. So everything back home was just back home. You had nothing kind of diverting that. But yeah, I think there's a lot of people that have this nostalgia for it and think that, oh, that would have been so amazing. And so, like, for instance,
and it's funny too, because I actually still have fans of mine that come to all like the different Exoticas that were on the Boob cruise. Yeah, exactly. And they're like, Brittany, you know, and we will forever have our Boob cruise experience.
Memories,
yes, exactly.
So when they would do it, would they like, would they reach out to the models individually, say, hey, would you like to come on the cruise? Or did they, okay, so would they have like a bigger list? Would they like ask all of them and see just whoever said yes, they would bring?
I would assume that most of us bitches would have said yes.
Yeah, because it was all paid for. Yeah, it was all paid for.
I mean, I actually probably spent more on my outfits than the amount of money that I got paid.
Okay.
But, it was good publicity and PR, and obviously
it was a vacation.
And obviously it was better publicity and PR than I could have even imagined back then, because we're still talking about it today. And I still have fans to this. Yeah, so I made the right business move back then.
And again, because it was a unique thing. It was something that no other company in no other capacity did.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like lifestyle cruises. There's stuff that's like,
but this is different.
This is different. This was a company.
And just so you know, the way that it kind of worked for your viewers, listeners, you know. So the concept of it was that the guys were able to do like photo shoots with us.
Yeah.
So the concept was that they had like about, I don't know, like maybe 50 to 100 guys that would go on the ship, and they would pay to be there. And the concept of that was they would get their time to do like photo shoots with us. And as the models, we had to like sit at the tables for, lunch and dinner and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then we would do shoots with the photographers that were from Score Magazine. And then the guys would kind of watch in the background while we were doing the shoots. And actually, we would bring some of the guys like into the shoot.
Some of the, I remember seeing some of that.
I've got a couple of them that are great, with all these guys like holding me up that were like sailors and everything. And
there was like the Boob Cruise After Dark video, which was basically like nighttime. You got you all dancing.
Well, I'm not getting. I haven't got there yet.
Oh,
you're ruining my story, buddy.
Sorry.
Calm down.
I apologize.
We rewind.
Okay, yeah. So you would do the shoots with Score.
Exactly. And then we would do the shoots with the guys. And then exactly at night, being it was the era of feature dancing, then like 2 models per night would do a feature dance show.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what everybody else would do. After that, I'd get my own music out. I'd bring out the GHB, do a little MDMA, and I'd hang out with the guys and get shit-faced and dance all night long. That's what I did. I danced all night long.
There had to have been a couple other models that were with you that were doing the same thing, right?
Remember.
You don't remember? Okay.
No,
okay.
I remember like me and the dudes.
Okay.
Yeah, we were partying, having a good time. I don't know what the other bitches were doing.